Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the California Angels at Anaheim Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Gene Brabender, whose record is 2-2 with a 4.26 ERA. And pitching for the Angels is Clyde Wright, whose record is 1-4 with a 4.81 ERA. Okay, well, yeah, we were abused once again by the Red Sox yesterday. They swept us at home. We've lost 5 in a row. And in fact, that 4-game sweep by the Red Sox moved them from next to last place in the American League East to second place. So you're welcome, Boston, for allowing you to pound on us for 4 games. Another game that we probably should have won, and yet we could not pull it out. So we hop on a plane from Seattle and just go right down the coast to Anaheim and play a 3-game series versus the California Angels, a team that's in second, next to last place in our division. So after yesterday's game, because I was so frustrated, I sort of have resigned that we are going to have a terrible year this year. I mean, we're well on pace for that. And I thought, you know what? It might be wise to start planning for next year. And so I made another trade yesterday. We're going to reveal that to you now. We traded Dave Leonard, who we traded for from Baltimore on the first day of spring training. He's only going to be around for a year anyway, because his arbitration ended at the end of the year. And unless he was going to have a good season, we were probably just going to let him go at the end of the year. He made 3 starts for us, was 0-3, and he got injured. And he's just sitting there, useless to us when we're so desperate for help in any way. And so what I've done is I've traded Dave Leonard, found a sucker to take him off our hands, traded him to a team that's worse than us, actually, the San Diego Padres. They're not that much worse. And in return, we got Jerry DaVANON, shortstop, who was batting over 300 so far this season. He's going to be our starting shortstop. He's okay defensively, but he manages to get on base, and he's got some speed, so he could be our leadoff hitter going forward. We're going to put him in the number 8 spot today, but we may very well move him into the leadoff role. So Jerry DaVANON will be our shortstop. Freddie Patek, who's batting under 200, will go to AAA. Try to get him right. He's really our Freddie Patek is really our shortstop of the future, I think, but he's not helping us much now. And then the Padres threw in a backup catcher who's in single A, Fred Kendall, father of Jason Kendall, who played so many years for the Pirates. Fred Kendall, in his major league career, a pretty solid backup catcher for us. I'm not sure what he's going to offer in the future, but he does have a peak of 81, and that would put him among our best prospects technically. So I think that's a fair trade. We got rid of a pitcher who wasn't helping us anyway, and we got a starting shortstop that we're going to hope can continue to bat over 300. And then, of course, Fred Kendall will be our backup. Will be a single A catcher for now anyway. So we're going to go ahead and get started with today's game. Let me know in the comments if you think that is a good deal. I mean, it's kind of tough to say what any of these deals will offer us because we are so desperate for any type of talent. Now, we are giving away a prize this Sunday. It is for game 40. We're in game 36 right now. We're going to give away this 1969 Seattle Pilots official scorebook from Six Stadium. It's in a rough shape, but still a very rare piece of memorabilia. If you want to get in on the giveaway, just be a subscriber and let me know in the comments below that you want to get in on it, and I will add you to the duck race. That's right. Here is the duck race. This will take place again on Game 40, which should be this Sunday. And here are our current 9 contestants. We have Jimmy DeBaker down here, Thomas D, Dave at Not Your Status Quo, Ethan P, Freddie C, Julio L, James K, John M, and George C. And if you want to get in, just be a subscriber. Let me know in the comments below. We'll get you a duck here right at the start line. Okay, so stay tuned for that coming up this Sunday. All right, let's go and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Hey, the Detroit Tigers, my favorite team, they lost a big member of our 1984 Detroit Tigers World Series team. Willie Hernandez, Guillermo Hernandez, passed away yesterday at the age of 69. Of course, he was the Cy Young Award winner and the MVP of the 1984 season. He was the closer for the Tigers that year. An important player in my history of the Detroit Tigers, certainly as a kid. I was 13 years old watching that team, and it's sad to see him pass away, especially so young at age 69. So an RIP to Guillermo Willie Hernandez. Okay, well, we have Gene Brabender, our ace, starting today's game. You'll see the current Angel lineup batting 171 against him. Now, the good news is we do have our full bullpen back, as Bruce Brubaker is now back on the team. Ron Locke will not be available today. Everybody else is... Oh, and Skip Lockwood will not be available today. He blew the lead yesterday. And so we have 2 players who will not be available. But we do have Gene Brabender. Maybe he can give us at least 6 innings today. And then our lineup versus Clyde Wright. We're having our second game back-to-back against a left-hander. So it's all the same guys, with the exception of Jerry DaVanon getting his first start as a pilot. Jesus ALOU will bat again in the leadoff role, although he was a big 0 for 5 yesterday. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown officially for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in left field is Jesus ALOU. Batting second at second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting third in right field is Bill Robinson. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth in center field is Tommie AGEE. Batting sixth and catching is Dick Billings. Batting seventh at third base is Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting eighth at shortstop is Jerry DaVanon. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Gene Brabender. Okay, here's Clyde Wright. We just saw him in the last series against the Angels. He is now making his 9th start. He's 1-4 with a 4.81 ERA, 29 strikeouts. In 58 innings pitched, opponents are batting .272 against him. He does have a complete game this year. Not much of a fastball, topping out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 47.7%. His best pitch is a slurve, rated at 84. He's got a slow curve and a fastball. Mixing in, overall rated an 81. The 29-year-old left-hander is a free agent at the end of the season. Looking at his log, you'll see there's his previous start versus the Pilots. He went 10 innings. That's right, 10 innings, giving up 2 runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, only 1 strikeout in 10 innings. And he got a no decision for his efforts. Oh, this game, I'll tell you. Okay, here's the Angels' defense. They have their backup catcher behind the plate today. ADLISH, who is rated a 82 with his arm. Otherwise, pretty solid everywhere defensively, with the exception of BLACKABY in left field. Okay, Jesus ALOU leading off. We got the blue and yellows on today. And a ground ball, hard hit to short. Play is made by Marty. PEREZ, 1 down. This I like to see. Gary Sutherland batting .415 versus lefties, and he's 9 for 15 in his career versus Clyde Wright. Another ground ball to short. And 2 quick outs for Wright. With Bill Robinson stepping up, and he strikes out looking on that slow curve. That's actually a slurve. So he's already struck out as many batters as he did in that 10-inning performance. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Angels lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Tom Silverio. Batting second in right field is JOHNSTONE. Batting third is the first baseman, Doug Howard. Batting cleanup is the catcher, Dave ADLISH. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Kurt BEVACQUA. Batting sixth in left field is Ethan BLACKABY. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Marty PEREZ. Batting eighth is the second baseman, Sandy ALOMAR. And the pitcher, Clyde Wright, in the number 9 spot. Okay, Gene Brabender coming off his worst start of the season. This is start number 8. He's 2-2 with a .426 ERA, 26 strikeouts in 38 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .246 against him. Not much of a fastball. Ground ball percentage is right around 50%. His best pitch is a slider. He's got a decent sinker as well. Overall rated an 80. The 28-year-old right-hander is a free agent at the end of the season. Looking at his log versus the Angels, his last time facing them, he threw 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 3 hits, a walk and 4 strikeouts, and got a no decision. He lost his last start, that terrible performance versus the A's. Went 2 2/3, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits. He walked 3, only struck out 1. Okay, we'll take a look here at our defense. Not looking great. We do have Deron Johnson at first today. Right field is going to be Bill Robinson, and second base is Gary Sutherland. So it looks like Deron Johnson has jumped up a point, right? Because all 3 of these were below at 80 last time we saw anyway. There is our new shortstop, Jerry DaVANON, rated an 81. Aurelio Rodriguez at third. Who knows what to expect. And behind the plate is Dick Billings getting his second start at catcher after a 2-error game yesterday. Tom Silverio leading off versus Gene Brabender. There's a ground ball to DaVANON. How many of you out there thought that was going to be an error? Come on, be honest. I certainly thought it would be. But he makes a play. There's 1 down. Next man up is JOHNSTONE. Struggling this year, batting .208 after that ground out to first. And Doug Howard, with 2 down, strikes out looking. So both pitchers have a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the second, and Deron Johnson leading off. Johnson batting .299 with 6 home runs, and he takes ball 4. So first base runner for the Pilots. Here's Tommie AGEE. His average is stuck below .240. He gets plunked in the hip by Clyde Wright, giving us runners at first and second with nobody out. Dick Billings looking for his first hit as a Pilot. A 2-0 count. And he goes to the right side of the infield. And I thought that would be a double play, but actually Billings beats it out. It's first and third. 1 out. I mean, we'll go on contact for Aurelio Rodriguez. Hasn't helped us at all. There's a ground ball to third, around the horn. Ooh, we do get... Oh, no, they go home to get the runner. Come on. I mean, we know what that means. That's the indicator right there. If we would have scored that run, we might have had a chance. But now we know how this game will turn out, as Jerry DaVANON will get his first at-bat as a pilot. And they walk him to get to the pitcher. And Brabender strikes out. Well, there you go. That's all you need to know about today's ball game. We got Dave ADLISH leading off. The guy batting .077, but I believe he drove in a game-winning run. Oh, no, he went 0 for 5 in that game. I guess I've been thinking of a different catcher beating us. Here we go, full count to ADLISH and a strikeout. Second K for Brabender. Next man up is Kurt BEVACQUA. A ground ball to Sutherland for out number 2, and Ethan BLACKABY, normally the leadoff hitter. Hopefully they dropped him in the lineup maybe because of his batting average. He sends that one to the wall in center field, 405 feet. Almost pushes it out for out number 3. So we go to the top of the third. No score. We are back to Jesus ALOU. Looking for his first hit versus the lefty. There it is. A base hit into right center field. ALOU looked at second, but retreats back to first base. Runner on first. I guess with Gary Sutherland hitting lefty so well, we just got to let him take a cut here. Nope. That could be a double play. Oh, no. Man, that looked like an around-the-horn special there, especially with our base runners not being particularly fast, but ALOU is on second with 1 out. Let's see if Bill Robinson could drive in a run. He is still leading the American League in RBI with 30. Moving ALOU over to third with the ground ball to first base. And Deron Johnson, a 1-2 count. Oh, a base hit into left field. And that will get the run in, so it's 1-0. Seattle on the RBI single from Johnson. I forgot, we're seeing the delays. We got to close out the duck race. That should take care of that. So Deron Johnson on first. And Tommie AGEE at the plate. Full count. Got plunked last time. This one's going to be ripped off the wall in left center field. We're going for 3. AGEE safe at third. It's 2-0. Seattle on the RBI triple from Tommie AGEE, his second of the season. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from the offense early on as Dick Billings comes up and gets his first hit into center field. AGEE trots home, and 3-0 now. Seattle. Well, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. Aurelio Rodriguez drops a base hit into left field. Billings moving to third. Good aggressive base running from the catcher. Let's see if Jerry DaVANON can endure himself to the small crowd of fans here in Anaheim. He does. He gets a base hit into center field. That is the 5th hit this inning. And it's 4-0. Seattle now. Wow. Okay. This feels good. Brabender. Oh, come on. That's crap. Brabender's going to double in another run. Pitchers don't get hits unless they're doubles. That is his first double of the season. Second hit on the year. Second RBI. And it's 5-0 Seattle. The Pilots have batted around this inning. Let's see if Jesus ALOU can keep it going. First pitch swinging, and a ground ball to second almost got through. Cut off by the second baseman, ALOMAR. And that will do it. We go to the bottom of the third. There's 7 hits. Oh, actually, all 7 hits were in that inning. 5 runs, left a couple runners on base. 5-0 Seattle. Gene Brabender looking good so far as Marty PEREZ steps in. Striking out PEREZ. 3 Ks for Brabender. We have good pitching today. And the offense has showed up. No errors so far. You got to feel good about all the facets so far today. Oh, man, not a lot to get excited about as the pitcher gets the first hit. That is so dumb. Now, he was batting .267 before that hit. He's 5 for 16. So, normally that might piss me off, but you know what? It could be worse. Oh, yep, here we go. Let's just get it over with now. Silverio walks and then a line drive by JOHNSTONE. So no harm done. I thought that was going to be the can of whoop ass from the Angels, but we shut it down, go to the top of the fourth inning with Gary Sutherland leading off. There's a hit for Sutherland into center field. And we're going to hold him to a single. Let's give Bill Robinson a shot. 3-1 count. Oh, he gets all of it. A 2-run home run to left center field. 429 feet. That is his league-leading 11th home run of the season. And it's 7-0 Seattle. Clyde Wright at 67 pitches are keeping him in there. And then Deron Johnson pulls it into left field for a hit. And then an error on Blackaby allows Johnson to go to second and another runner in scoring position. Let's see if Tommie AGEE can keep it going. He does. He drops it down the right field line. Johnson scores. Oh, man. JOHNSTONE has such a good arm, we cannot risk a double. And it's 8-0 Seattle. We're going to make up for it all in one game. I'm totally fine with that. I feel like we're never going to win again. We're up 8-0. It's not even the fifth inning. I'm itching to steal with AGEE, but we know that's not the right thing to do. Yep, ground ball to first. Only play was to step on the bag as AGEE advances to second base. That is only the first out of the inning. Here's Aurelio Rodriguez. Is that going to fall in? Oh, no, it's going to carry deep enough to be caught. AGEE will tag and is out at third with Silverio's 74 rated arm. When that happens, I tend to think this is where the momentum shifts a little bit. But we did get 3 runs in the inning, thanks to Bill Robinson's 11th home run of the year. Moving on to the bottom of the fourth. Doug Howard will lead it off with a ground ball to Sutherland. 1 out now for Dave ADLISH. Oh, there's a base hit into center. Oh, it's going to carry deep enough for the out. That looked like a duck snort. Just the arc of the ball, but then it carried out there long enough for AGEE to come in and make the grab. BEVACQUA, ground ball to Rodriguez, and he makes the play. Wow, I am kind of blown away by how well a Brabender is pitching so far. Jerry DaVanon will lead it off. He doesn't have a lot of power, not a great contact hitter. I don't know how he's batting 300 with those numbers, but I guess if Gary Sutherland with a 68 rating can bat 297, then Jerry DaVanon maybe has a shot to bat 300. Brabender, after that double in his prior at bat, flies out to left, and we're back to Jesus ALOU. Got his first hit of the year, and now he'll line up to first. 8-0 Seattle. Into the bottom of the fifth inning, and Ethan Blackaby will lead it off. Up 8 runs, and you walk Blackaby. I don't think they're going to bunt. Ground ball to third. Ooh, they do get the force at second base. That would have been a tough double play with all that speed on the base path. So Perez on first with one out. Sandy Alomar lines out to left, and they are bringing in a pinch hitter. It is Winston Yelenis. He's 1 for 12 on the year. So it looks like the Angels bench is not particularly good. They don't have their starting catcher in there today. I've already forgotten who that was. There's a ground ball to second. And Brabender has a one-hitter going through 5. Next pitcher up for the Angels is Wally Wolf, making his 8th appearance. No record, 4.91 ERA. 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Opponents are batting 185 against him. Look at that fastball. Topping out at 94 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 40%. Fastball is his best pitch, rated an 89. He's got an okay changeup. Overall rated a 79. The 28-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of the 1972 season. So now there's a right-hander in there. We have all righties. We're going to let the lineup get through at least one more plate appearance before we start making a little bit of defensive changes. Sutherland definitely struggles versus righties. He's batting 194 as he hits it deep to center field for out number 1. Bill Robinson can hit anything right now as he shoots it into right center field. 2 down, and Deron Johnson floats it out to right as well. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Angels. That's exactly what they needed. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tom Silverio will lead it off. Line drive to center field. I feel like every time they hit the ball, it just holds up a little bit longer. I thought that was going to be a hit. And there's an error by DaVANON. That is the 11th shortstop error so far this year. I don't think anyone we put in that position is going to be able to help us. Doug Howard flies out to center. And Dave ADLISH looking for a hit, begging for a hit. Hits a comebacker to Brabender. And we're moving on to the 7th inning. Brabender totally in charge. Tommie AGEE leading off, followed by Billings and Rodriguez. AGEE will take a walk. Billings against Wolf. A blooper into right center field. That'll fall in. AGEE making it to third easily. Oh, not quite so easily. 90% chance he does make it this time. He's had a triple, was thrown out at third, and then beats the throw to third there. Nobody out, first and third. We'll let Rodriguez just take a cut. Oh no, 2-2 count. Ground ball to short. A double play that scores a run, no RBI for Aurelio. And DaVANON with a ground ball to first. Let's tack on a run. It is 9-0. No lead is safe with our bullpen, so we're going to keep Brabender in there. He's only at 75 pitches as BEVACQUA gets the second hit of the game for the Angels. BEVACQUA at first. Here's Ethan BLACKABY. He's walked once, he's walked twice. First and second. Marty PEREZ. Base hit. There goes the shutout. Sandy Alomar flies out to left. BLACKABY will hold. In comes Jim Hicks to pinch hit. We've seen him a couple times in the previous series. He's a good hitter. Now on a bench roll. Hicks will fly out to shallow center field. And Tom Silverio with 2 down. Clubs it out to center. So the Angels do get a run. Break up the shutout. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 9-1. Tom Murphy coming into the ball game. 9th appearance. He's 3-0 in relief with a 2.70 ERA. 9 strikeouts in 10 innings pitched. Opponents are betting .222 against him. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 46%. He's got a pretty damn good curve. Fastball below league average. Overall rated an 82. The 24-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the 1971 season. Hell, man, I'm going to keep Brabender in there. He's only at 89 pitches. Brabender strikes out for out number 1. We're going to go ahead and take out ALOU and bring in Mike Keegan to pinch hit. And he'll go in and play left field. And that was a good call. 419 feet. Blasted it into the right field bleachers. It's 10-1 as Keegan hits his 7th home run of the year. Sutherland will come out for Van Kelly. Technically a defensive replacement, but Kelly's playing pretty well this year. Ground ball to first. And the Bill Rob strikes out. We're moving on to the bottom of the 8th. It is now 10-1. Here is JOHNSTONE leading it off. Striking out. 4th K for Brabender. I mean, we know that he's had 26 walks and 26 strikeouts coming into today's game. So we know this is a strikeout-walk combo made to happen. Yep, ground ball to second. Maybe it'll be Dave ADLISH. No, 2-2 count. Oh, he strikes him out. 5th K for Brabender. So Brabender's just on fire today. I didn't see how many pitches he has, but I mean, we may as well bring him out for a complete game. How often does that happen for us? Deron Johnson strikes out. Tommie AGEE. He's had a good game today. Grounds out to first, and Dick Billings grounds out to short. Dick Billings says, "Put it on my tab." Go to the bottom of the 9th inning. BEVACQUA, BLACKABY, and PEREZ. Oh, he's had 104 pitches. I mean, if he lets somebody get on base, I think we got to take him out. Oh, yep. That's it for him. All right, well, we thought about it. Brabender coming out of the ball game. Let's bring in J-Mo for the lefty on lefty. By the way, that was BEVAQUA's 8th double of the year. BLACKABY with a fly ball to center. BEVAQUA will tag. He won't tag. That doesn't make any sense. And welcome back, Bruce or Brubaker. Got a little R&R in AAA. Marty PEREZ with a ground ball to second. BEVAQUA will advance. And Sandy ALOMAR, a ground ball to first. And the losing streak is over. Pilots win 10-1. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Oh my gosh. I wasn't sure we were going to win again. So we'll take that victory. Here's the standings. As we are now 12-24. That's a terrible winning percentage. We'll take a look at the National League. By the way, Boston keeps winning, and Baltimore's won 8 in a row. National League, New York is a half game up on the Cardinals. Cincinnati's 2 games up on the Astros. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Delivery. Twins beat the White Sox to move within 4. Dean Chance pitching. Seattle wins as Brabender allows merely 4 hits and only 1 run. Got to give him credit for that. We needed that so badly. We'll take a look at transactions. Any trades? No, only one notable injury. That's to Vicente Romo. He's going to miss a year for the Indians. And he's in a walk year. Oh, no, it's an arbitration year. He was doing well before the injury. Wonder if they'll pay him or not. Let's take a look at the box score and we'll get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. And if you subscribe, let me know in the comments below that you want to get in and win this Seattle Pilots official scorebook from 1969. It could be yours. Here we go. Player of the game. This is, I mean, all the hitters did well. I think we got to give it to Gene Brabender, though. I think you would agree. His best start of the year, coming off his worst start of the year. That tells you all you need to know about the game. How it continuously tries to even it out. The bullpen did their job. Clyde Wright takes a loss. He's 1-5 on the season. Okay, that'll do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series as the Pilots try to get things right this year. Until then, everyone, have a great day.